Yo, yo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Let's see. Hold on. Boom. We are going to recap a beautiful, absolutely beautiful trade that we took yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful. Premium live. I don't know why it keeps, like, whenever I put the link, it shows the wrong one. Anyways. Let's see. Boom. I don't know why it says the 3rd. All right. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Feeling better today. Feeling better. Hopefully it stays this way. Your boy's been going through it this last, like, what today's Thursday, so since last Tuesday, haven't been feeling good. So, hopefully it's done. But I do want to recap this trade that we took yesterday. Took it live in Team Bull, and we melt this trade out for profits. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the full position. I was able to get a starter, but nowhere near the size that I wanted to use, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. So, hold on. Now it says no data. Let's hope it didn't cut out. Let's see. You guys still hear me? Shows on OBS that it's still going. I want to give it a second until it pops back up. Let's see. Hold on. Come on. Say that you're back. There we go. Okay, perfect. So first off, did anybody catch the puts with me yesterday? If you're in Team Bull, you guys know exactly what trade we're going to talk about. Did anybody catch it? That's the first question. Anybody? And we're going to review exactly how we found that level. Loud and clear. Perfect. So now I got to... Okay, so now I don't know which one... Who took the trade? Say yes to the trade if you guys took the puts with me yesterday. And we bounced off that 50% in the post market. So we're going to watch that. So, the trade that we ended up taking yesterday, if we pull up the watch list on everything I told you guys to watch, as we can see, I said ES reject 4156 to 4158.75, and then I gave the bounce all the way down to 4100. SPY reject 412.7 to 413, which was the main reject area. So, yes, sir. All right, so the way that I found that area, again, we were using Fibonacci retracements. I believe it was from, whoops, that's the wrong day. Hold on. I believe it was here to here, here to here, and here. No. Okay, so these were the two that I was using yesterday. So this was my main reject zone right up here. Again, that 412.75 all the way up into 413. We did not touch the area, but the reason that I wanted to get into this trade a little early was because of this exhaustion candle that we had. And real quick, make sure you guys smash that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. 150 people in here, 40 likes. Make sure you guys run it up. So we opened up right here at 411.34, and we pretty much moved straight up. Now, looking at this candle right here, this is an exhaustion candle, right? This is a very large and unusual candle compared to these right here with very high volume, which is telling me that this is exhaustion. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to flip over and, you know, die right away, but you know, I wanted to start that position and then add if we were able to come up into these areas and start rejecting. Just unfortunately, we weren't able to get the add to it. But because we weren't able to get the add, in order for it to make sense on this trade, we had to milk out the profits. And we literally caught this thing back into the low a day and then slightly below low a day. This was just an absolutely beautiful trade. So, let's see. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. Just exhaustion candle going into the level, didn't get the full ad, but we had to milk out the profits in order for it to make sense. I walked you guys through the entire trade, the entire time we were in it. Walked you guys through it. Exactly what I was looking for. And it paid off. So beautiful trade if you caught it with me. Nice little payday. And I took no trades off of FOMC. I was actually looking at one and I kind of hesitated and missed it. It was the first time that we came back down to test that low a day. So this was the trade that I ended up missing. We actually smacked that 61.8. I didn't even see that. But it was the first time we came down and tested the low a day. Literally just rocketed right off of it into that 61.8. So I completely missed that one. But it happens. Didn't force anything, walked away, kept my profits. So today is a new day, and we bounced right off of that 50% retracement at 405. So let's see what we can find today. And again, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you are not subscribed yet. Hold on. Boom. Make sure you're subscribed. If not, 50,100 subs. You guys are crazy. I love you all so much. Good morning. Let's see. I can give you what I'm watching. That's 3 beautiful trades though this week. We caught 2 beautiful trades on Monday. I lost on Tuesday, and then we caught a beautiful trade yesterday. So 3 for 4. I'll take it. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Alrighty, so let's see where this 50% retracement came from, first off. Oh, that's not even the retracement. Never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that. Okay, so, I mean, 405 is still a pretty big area, so I'm going to watch that. After that, 400, we'll put on 405. Bounce right off of it. I actually like this entire zone. 405.88 all the way down to 405 I'm interested in. So here's our little support zone right there. Make it green. I'll answer your questions here in a minute. Hold on. Boom. So if I'm going to look for a bounce, the first bounce is going to be around that 405, 405.88. After that, let's see, daily. Let's look at that 21 EMA real quick. Where are we at? Okay, so we closed below it. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Okay, so we have to reclaim. We actually bounced right off that 61.8 in the overnight session too. Delete all this. But yeah, we do have to reclaim that 21 EMA and still hold above that 34, or else that squeeze is more than likely going to fire down. So let's head back on over to SPY. See if we can find some fibs. Good old fibby fibs. Broke below 61.8. We're all the way down at, let's see, we bounced 405, I think. Okay, so we closed on that, but we invalidated it in the overnight session. So that one's not valid. Let's try a 4-hour. I mean, my main fib wouldn't be until 399. We're at 406. I mean, that'd be a pretty hefty drop. I don't think that's going to happen today or tomorrow. Or actually, it could happen tomorrow if we literally went straight down. But I don't know. That's pretty large move. This 450 is a little more realistic. For 126. There's so many different pivot low, pivot highs that we have right now. And then again, I know this chart's about to get a little messy, but bear with me. We're going to get rid of some of it. Okay. Get rid of these 61.8s down here. It's what happens when we have all these different pivot low, pivot highs. Got a nice fib cluster here, nice fib cluster here. This 50% can go. All right, and then there are some potential rejects if we end up, if this is the low right here, we could take here to here and then watch a reject up at 410 to 410.50. But that only depends if that's the low, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. So there's SPY. And yes, we do have jobless claims today. What else do we have today? Economic calendar. Thursday. Jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, initial jobless claims, productivity, unit labor costs, and trade deficit. All that at 8:30. So we will see with that. Your boys got Starbucks today too. But yeah, once we end up finding, I guess based off the news, we'll know if we're gonna break that 405. If we can hold that 405, then we can go and find rejects. Yes. All right, so I like that 4068. We can delete all of this. Delete. Boom. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. 220 people in here. 90 likes. Hold on. Let's do the daily poll. Did you like the video? All right. Cool. All right, zoom out to the daily. Again, the main fib is going to be here to here. Where did this come from? Oh, I see. Okay. So these are the main fibs. That 50% will be the main 61.8. That could come into play if we really start to pull. It's about to get a little messy. Hold on. And we already took this one. So wait, hold on. Get rid of the 61.8. 4015. What would that be? Around like an 80-point drop. So I'm gonna say these are not valid right now. Whoops. Which one did I just take off? Oh my god. I don't know which one I just deleted. That's the issue when you start adding all these fibs. It was a 50%. That's all I know. We're going to find it. This one. Bingo. Okay. Get rid of the 61.8 on this one. Get rid of the 50 on this one. Okay. So, yeah, if I'm going to watch a bounce, it's going to be 40.50 to 40.51 and then 40.35 to 40.40. And then maybe this low over here. We'll see. If I'm going to look for a reject, maybe we come up, retest that daily 21 EMA, make it resistance, and then also we can find some fibs. If it's just really far away, I'll get rid of it just because I don't want my chart to be super cluttered. So these are the ones that are valid to current price, if that makes sense. So that looks like that's pretty much it for ES until we find that bottom. Got super close to that 50 right there. All right, so that's ES. Let's take a look at QQQ. No G Fuel today, coffee. I'm gonna try doing no G Fuel for a little bit. Delete all this. All right. Take this pivot low to pivot high. We bounced off the 50. I like 315. Wait, hold on. Didn't we? Hold up. Never mind. I'm tripping. QQQ. All right. 315 to 315.08. I like that for a bounce. We're currently sitting at the 50%. So if we can come down to 315, Very interested down there. 15. Boom. There's more bank news. I didn't even see that. What are the symbols for them? I want to see how they reacted. What are we trading at? 316.77. It looks like we bounced right off that daily 21 EMA on QQQ. $316.38. One EMA. All right, we're gonna take a look at them here in a second. I want to see. I mean, yeah, we pretty much bounced right off of it. That's gonna be a key area to pay attention to. Let's take a look at the banks. PACW. Smoked. PACW and then WAL. What's that trading at? It's down about $5. Interesting. Still gonna stick to my SPY and QQQ, and then we'll find some individual names here in a few minutes once we run through all this. So 315. That looks like that is literally the only valid fib that we have right now. Because this would have been pivot low, pivot high to here. That's our main one. Let's see if we find one on a 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily see anything. No other good fibs. Because all the pivot low, pivot highs are over here. I mean, the only ones I could see would be all of these right here. But these are actually, those are misprints, I believe. So we are going to have to look at NQ. How many likes we got? Hold on. 122. You guys are getting there. You're getting close. I believe in you. Sitting at that daily 21 EMA. I mean, I guess these are technically the same high. That's way down there. Let's take this pivot low to pivot high right here. 61.8, 13,000, 1784. Only other one I see from there is this, which looks like we bounced the 50, we bounced the 61.8, we can take the 50 off. Let's see where that 70.7 is. Yeah, so if I'm gonna watch a bounce, it's probably gonna be a lot lower, right around these lows down here. That one right now. Let's see where this 70.7 ends up being. All right, we're going to use a 70.7 today. If we start to get a deeper pullback. The Fibonacci video, like I said, it's going to be a really long video and I haven't been feeling good. So I'm waiting until I start feeling better and I can sit here for an hour or 2 hours and record. But hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But I promise that is like the one video that I really, really, really want to drop for you guys, is that Fibonacci video, especially because it's going to be so long. But you guys will get it. Pinky promise. Yeah, I don't see anything else on NQ. I mean, this would be my main bounce. So that's pretty much it. What would that be on QQQ? Again, the misprints. The misprints make it hard. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to use the NQ levels for QQQ today. And then main thing for QQQ would be 315. But rejects can still come into play today. All right. Let's take a look at some individual names. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button if you want the watch list. We need at least 200 likes. I prefer 250, but you know, lately the live stream's been a little slow. So I will accept 200 today. Let's take a look at Apple. We got 6 minutes until the news. Apple reports earnings today, so I actually don't really care about Apple. I'm going to skip over that one. AMD. Let's see. Right at the 50% retracement from that pivot low to pivot high. It's actually bouncing it. It doesn't look bad. All right, let's put AMD as a side watch. Thank you. I appreciate it, Rebecca. AMD. Amazon. Not seeing anything on Amazon. Boeing, Baba, Coin, Costco, Google. Still waiting for that daily squeeze, so nothing on Google. Let's take a look at Meta. Still squeezing. Still squeezing, still holding in this range. Last time we kind of did a falling wedge before breaking out and going higher. What are we trading at? 237.67. Look at that squeeze. I mean, I would say if we can get some good job reports and the market pushes, Meta could be something we could watch for upside. So let's put Meta. And we're going to have to wait for the job reports on that one. Microsoft. Nice 4-hour orange dot squeeze, holding that 4-hour 21 EMA, so I like that. Microsoft, we'll see with the, again, depends on the job numbers, but if we get that 4-hour squeeze to fire up, I mean, this thing's got room. It's got the room. Well, ugly consolidation right there, I'll tell you that. Microsoft, Netflix don't care about. NVDA bouncing right off that 61.8. Let's see how we reacted yesterday. Yeah, literally slightly broke below and then reclaimed it and just ripped. So NVIDIA doesn't look bad if the market could get strong for a bounce. Take a look at Tesla. 8:30, so in 3 minutes. Good old Tesla. So still doing that little inverse head and shoulders that we've been talking about. Shoulder, head, shoulder, 4-hour squeeze. Breakout point is still that 166 for the push up into 169.7, but I do like this. Potential break above 162.80. So actually, I like a good amount of individuals today. AMD, Meta, Microsoft, Tesla. But I will say Tesla is pretty high up there. Same thing with Microsoft because I like those squeezes. But let's take a look at ES. Let's wait for the job reports to drop, which is in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Perfect. All right. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. I go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Answer your questions. Plus, I got 687 videos on my channel teaching you on how to trade. And if you guys could, while you're at it, and we're still sitting here, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, Trading with Brandon, where I upload trade recaps and other miscellaneous educational videos. So there is the link to my second channel right there. Just make sure to give it a little subscribe. I would appreciate it. But we got 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's see. Hold on. Wait for the news to drop. I want to see how we react, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Yeah, we'll go back to SPY. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right, 5 seconds. Let me pull up Twitter real quick. Apparently, ECB lifts rates by 25 basis points, says inflation outlook remains too high for too long. All right, productivity. Hold on. There we go. Let me get all the news, and then I'll pull this over for you guys. All right. Let's see. Continuing jobless claims, 1.805 mil. Forecast, 1.865 mil, so lower than the forecast. Previous 1.858 mil, so again lower than the previous. Let me pull up the live stream again. Initial jobless claims 242,000, forecast 240,000, previous 230,000, so a little higher than the forecast and higher than the previous. Prelim for productivity, negative 2.7%, forecast negative 2%, previous 1.7%, so way below. Labor cost 6.3, forecast 5.55, previous 3.2, revision 3.3, so way higher than expectations. I don't care about Canada. Cool. All right, let's see how the market reacts. And again, European Central Bank, they raised their interest rates by 25 basis points to 3.25. So let's see how the market reacts. Let's give it a couple minutes, and then we will finalize the levels on SPY, QQQ, ESNQ, and then get some levels for the individuals and see which ones that we prefer. But because we got 354 people in here, again, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, I have a bunch of educational videos on my channel teaching you on how to trade for completely free. So if you're not subscribed, you are definitely missing out. So I want to give this a couple minutes, see how we digest the information, and then we'll finalize our levels. Are we going to break the wedge? That is the real question here. Of course. The arrows are for the TTM Squeeze Pro. It kind of lets me know which way we're trying to fire. But there's more that goes into it. Like this one's trying to say we're going to fire down. If we start breaking out and holding above here, we're going to fire up. So let's zoom out. If that were to be the bottom right there, I mean, I do like that 4112 area for a reject. Let's take this pivot high to pivot low. So we got really close to that 50. I'll still watch that. That was yesterday's FOMC to the opening low overnight session. We really start pulling, we could watch up there. We rejected that 61.8 right there. I mean, I would say the main reject today is going to be these right here that could come into play. So, yeah, as long as we can hold above this low, overnight low. Market overnight low. I don't know why I just did it like that, but all right, overnight low. So we can watch 4112 just because that's that 1 hour 21 EMA. We haven't really tested it since yesterday. And then those two right there. It's just a 5-minute wedge right there. Can watch here to here as well. Let's see where those retracements end up being. So some closer retracements that we could watch. We'll probably hit it in the pre-market, but honestly, way more interested up here. These are my higher probability rejects. So I'll leave those on the chart for the time being. Let's head on over to SPY. Again, if this 405 is the bottom, 409.50, 410, and then 410.50. 10. Can watch 408.50 as well. And again, we do have this one right here, but would much more prefer the ones up here. So we're going to wait on this one. If we start breaking below this low, then it's no longer valid. So that is it with SPY. That 408 lines up with, like, who said it? Was it Chuck? Yeah, Chuck. It does line up with the close yesterday as well. Right there. So we'll keep it as long as we don't hit it in the pre-market. Close. And then we'll get rid of the 50. 61.8, a little higher probability than I like all the way up here. Awesome. So let's take a look at QQQ now. Again, if that were to be the bottom, like rejects way up there, we got these right here. Get rid of the 50. I'll watch that 318. Only if that's the low, but again, would prefer up here, and honestly would prefer 320. That would be like the highest probability is up at 320. So gonna watch that. NASDAQ, we do have some nice bounces. Down here at that 13,000. Stick here to here. Here to here. We'll keep the, let's see, what are we at? 13,000. I'm just going to keep those for now. And then we got bounces down there. Perfect. All right, so let's do process of elimination. What individual stocks do we like today? So I will say AMD is bouncing at a retracement. The 50% retracement from this pivot low to pivot high all the way up here. And you can see that we came down, bounced 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So if you guys want to watch that, feel free. Again, I think I like the Microsoft and Tesla the most. So let's get Microsoft. I mean, I would just say a break above pre-market highs. Take it back up into this high. I know 310 is a pretty key area. So gonna watch Microsoft, Tesla. Let's see. Tesla for that breakout. Meta. Yeah, I think Microsoft and Tesla are the go-tos. Man, everybody's leaving now. I guess they're missing out on the watch list. Oh, well. How many likes we got? What we at? 192. You guys are getting very close. You guys are crushing it. All right, so let's find some levels for Microsoft and Tesla. I would say with Microsoft, I hate trading breakouts, but I would say a break above 306.8 could probably be in play. If the market gets strong, aim for yesterday's high, 308.6, 309.18, and then Tesla. I would say the break of 162.79 as long as we stay below that area. Again, very interested in this 4-hour inverse head and shoulders right here. So if we can continue to hold with strength and not break 162.80, which we're about to probably do, I will be a happy camper. Don't you do it, Tesla. Don't you do it. If it breaks a little bit, that's fine. Or maybe it pushes really hard and then comes back and it retests this 162.80. I'd be interested in that as well. So I personally don't even look at the VIX. I don't use it in my trading at all. All right. Tesla, Microsoft are my go-tos today. So let's start getting this typed out. It is 8:40. Looks like we're breaking that wedge, getting close to that 50. All right. Yes. Rejects at 4121.25 and 4132. Higher probability. Bounces at, I mean, we could watch yesterday's low. It's probably going to have to be yesterday's low. Let me see where this 40.68.75 came from. That was the previous low. It's low. Again, don't really have any good bounces as far as fibs until we start getting way down here. I'll watch yesterday's low. Or overnight low, my bad. Bounces at 40.75.5 and 40.68. What was it? 75. No good fib bounces until 40.50. I think was the area 40.50, 40.51, 40.51, 40.51, 75. SPY. Interested in that 405 area. Interested in a bounce between 405 to 405.88. After that, 403.50. Quite a few rejects on watch. Again, we can watch that 408. That's just going to be a little closer, and we're getting pretty close to it right now, but would really prefer these up here. Reject entire 409.5 to 410.5 area. Also watching 408. Just a little closer. All right, and Q. Then we will get QQQ, and then we'll get the individuals, and then we are ready to rock today. Bounce is at 13,017 or 13,018 to 13,012. Main rejects 13,179 and 13,211. 211. Higher probability. Boom. Man, people leaving. They're not going to get the watch list. I feel bad for them. QQQ. I think my main reject on QQQ is going to be, what was it, 320? Yeah, again, we can watch that 318, just a little closer of an area. QQQ rejects 319.25 and 320. Higher probability. We're gonna have to use the. We can watch 315. Bounce 315 to 315.08. Perfect. 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 All right, let's take a look at Microsoft. Side watches. Microsoft, Tesla. Both in 4-hour squeezes. So again, Microsoft, I like that 306.8 possible breakout. Tesla, we're probably gonna have to move the pre-market high up a little bit. above 163. Both in 4-hour orange dot squeezes. We'll be keeping a close eye for entries. Boom. That is the watch list, ladies and gentlemen. And again, with Tesla and Microsoft interested above the pre-market highs, depending on, you know, how we start trading, if we're able to get above those areas. But if we can, those 4-hour squeezes should fire up and we should be able to take advantage of it. So that's what I want to watch on Microsoft and Tesla today. And then obviously we got our SPY in QQQ. But, I mean, you guys ran it up to 233 likes today, so you guys crushed it. So, before I drop the watch list, the final Team Bull Mastermind is going to be starting, I believe, in less than 2 weeks, actually. It might be around, like, May 15th once we end up starting. We can take a look at SPX real quick. SPX. Yeah, we start Monday, May 15th, so less than 2 weeks from now. So if you guys want to join the final mastermind of the year, we will not be doing any more in Team Bull. This is the last one for the entire year. Here's the application link right here, so you guys can sign up. But again, it starts May 15th, so 11 days from now, actually. So, oh yeah. I do wanna look at the put to call real quick. What are we at? We're at 1.03. So people are a little. They're pretty heavy on the short side, I will say that. Could cause a little short squeeze, we'll see. We'll see. Not nearly as elevated as it is all the way up here, but yeah, that is something we can continue to watch, especially if it keeps climbing. But yeah, going back to the mastermind, pretty much we have class 6 days a week. We also have the small classes, so you guys get a little group setting. Those are once a week, every single Wednesday, and you're going to learn from me, Grizzly, Gino, Jadon, and a bunch of other amazing traders. We just had 2 guest speakers in our last mastermind, Rake Trades and Umar, so hopefully we can get some guest speakers in the next one. But again, if you guys want to hop in that is the link. Yes, I am in PA. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Now, as far as the watch list, as always, I am not a certified financial advisor. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. None at all. If you want to complain about the lost funds, go complain to GD. He'll listen to you, trust me. Yes, thank you, SPX. There we go. Alrighty, so here is the watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. All right, here's the watch list. Yes. SPY. NQ. QQQ. And then we got our side watches. No, always go blame GD. GD did it. There we go. That is the watch list, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll hang out for a couple more minutes, answer any questions you guys got. And then I'm gonna hop off and make some breakfast. Hopefully we can catch another banger today. I mean, I didn't even look at Qualcomm. I mean, typically they'll move together. Let's see, Qualcomm's down around $10. I mean, NVIDIA didn't react too much. But We'll see. $ P call. Pulls up the put to call ratio. Yeah. Any questions? Or is everybody good and ready to print? But yeah, it's $ P call to pull it up. I don't think, yeah, we don't have any other news today. I didn't even listen to his speech, to be honest with you. I just trade technicals. That's pretty much it. See what Grizzly's watching. 410.3 for puts, 404 for calls. Yeah, so he's watching the same areas. Typically lunch is just, I mean, what I eat on a daily basis. Protein oats in the morning, yogurt and apple later in the day. Usually turkey and rice with some kind of vegetable and avocado. Egg whites with potatoes, with 2 whole eggs, spinach and that. And then my final meal is chicken, potato, usually broccoli or some other vegetable, and then avocado. It's pretty much all I eat on a day-to-day basis. The watch list was dropped in the chat, and then I also posted it in the Discord. So if you guys do want to hop in the Discord, trade live with me, you can join the team using this link right here. Team Bull Trading, if you want to trade live with me every single day. I call out my entries, exits, stop losses, etc. Plus, I do webinars, which I'm going to try to do a webinar for you guys tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment today at 12. So, yeah, if you guys want to get yoked, follow that meal plan. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up today, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody have an amazing day. If you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in like 10, 15 minutes. Other than that, I will talk to everybody else tomorrow. Let's run it up. Let's make some money. Peace out.